Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to Alan Wake 2, the Night Springs expansion. And we are jumping in right now with Episode 2, North Star.
A young woman on a mission to save a missing loved one, desperately trying to stay one step ahead of the shadowy government agents hunting her. Agents from the very same agency that took the only person she cares about. On her quest, she is guided by her mysterious alien guardian angel. Her guiding star shows her the way, as it always has.
Oh, here we are.
She does not know what strangeness awaits her as she follows its unwavering light to the small town of Night Springs. Tonight's dreamlike episode, North Star.
I know whose backstory that is.
This is gonna get strange. There's no helping it. The universe is much deeper and weirder than people know. My brother and I know. We've seen it. We've seen you. But there are some people, an agency, that doesn't want anyone knowing more than what they see. That's why they took my brother and have been chasing me my whole life. But I can't keep running.
If we can even take this at face value, this would be prior to the events of Control. But here we are, let's take a moment to appreciate this, the long-awaited return of Jesse Faden. My jaw dropped when I saw this in the reveal trailer, and I knew I had to get in on this as soon as possible. Look, we even got a reflection in the glass. That is so cool. I'm so glad I finally got a new graphics card so I can actually run this game properly. And just in time to get the most out of these visuals. Look, the trees swaying in the pouring rain, lit by the neon red glow of none other than Coffee World, which Jesse Faden visiting Coffee World is the crossover I never knew I needed. No, you're not just gonna hop that? Oh no, you actually want a code. Alright, maybe there's something in the booth?
You think something here's important? What, the numbers?
Polaris, you guide us. 238. I love how it's not just a trivial, nod. We're not just playing with a skin. And I'm so glad I played Control this time around.
I've never been able to track down the government agency that took my brother. Until now. You helped me find this place. Now you'll help me get him back. Right. Hello? Is anybody here?
I can already see above that sign the trademark wibbliness of the Taken, as well as hear their voices. But it's only now I'm realizing this is like an alternate beginning of Control. So very interesting direction. Now, I had not played Control when I played Alan Wake 2, and that's sort of a blessing and a curse. Because on the one hand, there's a lot of things that are enhanced by knowing about it.
This place really makes me want a coffee. But I guess that's the point.
And there's also some very good mysteries that remain mysteries if that's the case. Okay, there's another key code. But it seems like combat-wise, the gameplay is going to be a bit more traditional. What happens if I try and approach you?
What the fuck are those?
We can walk right through.
Gazebo? You think there's something there?
Okay, now obviously this is quite a bit more horror-oriented than the previous one, which sort of leads me to believe that this one may be much more literal. Especially if that's who I think it is, we may actually be in the dark place. Perhaps brought here by Dor himself.
Oh, they don't like the light. You shouldn't be here. How did you even get inside?
Shit, a cop. Should I lie? I kind of let myself in.
You got more than you bargained for, huh?
What's going on here? What are those shadow people?
Well, that's what I'm here trying to figure out. The government's been putting something in the coffee. Turning people into coffee monsters.
The government. Is this the same government agency that's been chasing me all these years? I'm looking for someone. My brother. Have you seen anybody?
Well, only if you count those monsters. I'm sorry, ma'am. They've been abducting people from Night Springs, too. I'm here to get them back home. But now it's time you left. It's not safe here.
So this is still fiction within fiction. Still referring to Night Springs, and... Well, you may be crazy in here, too, but you don't have your signature crazy wall.
Something in the coffee is doing this? Really?
Took me a while to wrap my head around it, too. At first, I thought... Well, I don't know what I thought. But now it's clear. This is deep state science.
I'm not going anywhere until I find my brother.
I respect that. There's a warehouse just past the park. It's locked up tight, has some fancy government security system, but the intercom is busted. I figure that's where they're keeping our missing folks. There's a spare pistol and flashlight on the bench. I'd feel better if you took them. Those monsters don't do well with light. And whatever you do not drink the coffee.
So while Rose was living in her bubbly idealized fantasy, we're living in a government conspiracy thriller. Stories which represent the vibe of the character we play as. Same thing, just a different angle.
This should make things easier.
Of course, Jesse has dealt with Taken before, or will in the future, sort of, for whatever time is worth. But let's take out our flashlight so we can actually see what we're doing. You know, I've often joked with Elster that Jesse Faden would have no trouble dealing with the Alan Wake threats. But here, it's kind of weird that we're actually playing as her in this world, but with Alan Wake's mechanics, kind of leveling the playing field. But it seems those shadowy figures have left us. It also seems like there's a lot of different ways we can search. It seems like Yako and Ilmo have finally gone too far. Or maybe they were in on it all along. This is a conspiracy story. It never reaches its end. Okay, well, you're real. I think I might hear more. Yep. But the flashlight burst mechanics actually seem to be working a bit better. Have they improved on it somewhat? Because if this were the base game, that would not have worked. Or maybe you just have a little less health to compensate. Alright, do we have any healing items? We do.
Why does an amusement park need a welcome center?
Well, because it's also a cultural center. But even though this is less actionized, we do have an abundance of materials.
No tape. I don't have time to sit around watching movies anyway.
Okay, but we will definitely have to keep an eye out. Okay, I think this one is going to be a bit less straightforward, a bit more of an exploration element. Oh, the Latte Lagoon. And of course, there are dozens and dozens of out-of-order porta potties. Yeah, Polaris, you're pointing me in a direction. I want to see it all. Ooh, a cult stash. Top, down right, top left. There we go. And num num num. The main thing is we really don't want to run out of flashlight. That was always the main constraint in the base game. God, this is truly advanced darkness. This is probably the most atmospheric looking game I've ever seen. I mean, look, the reflections on the pier, that dense fog, and the way the darkness just interacts with the light. It's honestly gorgeous. If Resident Evil 7 had the best looking interiors I've ever seen, this has the best exteriors by a wide margin. Okay, let's look at this. Is there any we are here? So, I mean, we're here. We might as well enjoy our stay. It can't be much worse than Six Flags. I hear you guys.
A tasting room?
With a coffee in the middle of a spiral. Alright, well, we were told not to do that, so I'm going to assume that's going to advance things in a direction we don't want to go. But then again, Polaris is still pointing me over there. Maybe Tempting Fate is just part of it? Okay, because you still had the wibbliness, I wasn't sure if I had to maybe hit you with some more. Oh, wow, okay, here you guys come. Even though it didn't feel like a hit, it certainly was one. Right, heal, 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 heal. We can't actually do a whole lot of that. We need to be much more careful. We might actually be better off just mag dumping you. I think that's what I'm realizing. Stop trying to control fire and go for headshots and just get volume. I mean, we have the ammo. I've got to adjust my playstyle accordingly. But I really, really need more health. There's that warehouse. But look, I'm so tempted to try the coffee. I need to know what happens. Oh, I see. The second is just guiding me towards the light. Oh, wait, there's actually a document right here. Staff memo. Please be aware that there will be some changes due to new management. Starting immediately, Coffee World will only open at night. Actually, that's not too weird for a coffee-themed amusement park. This will allow us to draw in new customers. All staff should be pushing our new brand, Dark is the Void. On that note, tomorrow we will have a special tasting party for staff. Attendance is mandatory. Please bring your friends. Oh, that's how they get you. And that's how they're gonna get me. Have you seen me, Jacob Flemson, age 52? Last seen hiking at Night Springs National Park. On September 18th, the reporting party advised that our partner, Jacob Flemson, was last seen leaving for Night Springs National Park at approximately 11:30 a.m. Flemson was wearing a dark shirt with rock band logo, flannel overshirt, navy jeans. If found, please contact the Night Springs Sheriff's Department. Dark Triangle Coffee proudly presents Night Under the Stars. The nights may be cold, but the coffee is hot. This week, Coffee World will only open at night. Bring your family, friends, children, anyone you know for fun under the stars. Join us. Join the percolation. But somebody put a big ol' fish in your percolator, didn't they? Oh, here's another stash. Okay, so over the top and bottom left. There we go, and we get more health. Desperately needed. A little box over here by the slow roaster. God, I just love the art direction in this. And another stash. It's paying to explore, even for such a small area. Okay, there we go. I'm surprised at how well I'm doing at these things. And this is our reward. Thank you. Question now is, can we manually save? We cannot. Which is a real shame because I want to try the coffee. I need to see what happens. We're doing it.
Better not.
Well, Jesse, you thought better than me. I'll be honest, the only thing holding me back was the prospect of having to go through those crates again. But now we're ready to try that warehouse. And I'm just tripping over stuff. Look at all this ammo. Look at this well. The well which is apparently the tomb of an age-old murder victim. So, ooh, that's a thing.
What is this? It smells like...
There is an immense shroud of darkness covering this. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, wow! Whoa! I was dodging that entire time, and it just didn't matter. Okay, geared up again, and I really need to win this time, because I do not want to have to gather all this again. Mag dump. Mag dump. If you can do it in the area of the head, that's even better. But the important thing is to just keep rounds on target. I actually kind of like how she may not be a cop in the moment, but as a glimpse to her future, she kind of has to play like one. Here we go.
This must be the warehouse. But how do I get inside?
The thing is, it's giving us all this ammo, but it's not doing so arbitrarily. We actually have to use it, and now we actually are doing pretty well on these healing pads, which is very nice. Can we get a glimpse at what's to come by peering around the edges? Don't think so.
Hi, I need to get inside.
Please insert passkey.
Sorry, I lost it.
Please insert passkey.
Fucking machine.
Passkey invalid. Can you submit to security questions for authorization?
Sure.
What's the question?
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
What kind of question is that?
That is incorrect.
Just let me inside the fucking building.
That is incorrect.
Okay, so we could guess, or we could try and find that tape.
Guess we need to find that orientation video.
You know, this is fun, but I can't help but think that, like, superpowered Jessie would never stand for something like this. She would pick up a truck or something and toss it through the gate. Thank you.
Hey! Well, I'm glad to see you're okay.
A videotape was missing from the Welcome Center. I think the password I need is on it. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it. But that tape is chock full of government brainwashing. I watched a bit and it was doing something to me. It's dangerous. You can't watch that tape.
I need that videotape, Sheriff.
Well, this is exactly how they get you.
I thought it was the coffee.
But fine. If you really want it, I hid it in the Ferris wheel, cup number 4. You'll need this key. Don't say I didn't warn you.
So we are heading back to that thing. There's always something hidden on board. But yeah, I actually really like how each of these is giving us the same gameplay, but changing it up in the way it forces us to approach it. Because one of the things that was a little bit disappointing about Alan Wake 2, even though it was a survival horror game, it actually had really, satisfying gunplay. You just didn't get to use it much because it was survival horror. But here, by actionizing it, we're kind of getting to engage more with those really satisfying bullet impacts. Hi there, Grin from the Dark. This has some really great flashlight interaction, I tell you what. But we need to get up there. I don't think we need to go down there. Nope, the red light marks the way. Oh, I really hope it's saved. Because I don't think it autosaves when we step into the light by you. They're on our right and our left. There's always the one that you see, and it's meant to distract you from the one you don't. What I try to do is just start shooting center mass so that they're staggered, and then kind of try and work my way up to the head afterwards. And that seems to be working so far. Of course, when they leap towards you like this, it's very hard in third person to actually counter that. Car number 4, you said. Do we need to stop it in the right place? Dozen cars. Do we need to time it right? Don't you move on without me. I have to say, a Ferris wheel is
You up for a movie?
God, look at these things. I have to say, a Ferris wheel is a pretty clever way to hide something. Let's go see the premiere. All we're looking is for a word, and it's been hyped up as such a danger. What's going to happen, and is it a point of no return?
Dark Triangle Coffee is a fast-growing company with ambitions to sweep the nation and eventually the globe with our out-of-this-world beverages. Drawn by our coffee's distinctive flavor and our unique beans, people are rushing to join the Dark Triangle movement. The company's mission statement is simple.
Subliminal messaging in the video and the subtitles.
That's what we need.
One.
The password
Our
is
financial
truth.
and spiritual growth
Now
has
we
been
can-
accelerating at speeds previously unknown
what
to
is-
humanity.
Something is
Soon everyone will
something is in my head. Please, you need to dream. Please, no, please, Lloyd. You stopped it. That was awful. Like a voice screaming in my head. But we got what we needed. The fourth word of the mission statement. Truth. Let's get back to that warehouse. That video was doing something to me. If you hadn't been there, what would have happened? What is this agency trying to do here? Control people? But why? What's their plan? What if my brother has already been... No. I didn't come all this way to lose him now.
Okay, so many interesting things happening there. First of all, an excellent nod to what Polaris is. It protected us from control, in that case from the Hiss. She's looking for this government agency which wants to control people. Of course, that would be the Federal Bureau of Control. At least that's what it's alluding to. And here, make the world coffee. Not making coffee for the world, but to transform the world into coffee. You know, I really have to wonder if that muddy brown water isn't mud at all, but actually coffee. Actually filling the well with coffee is exactly the kind of publicity stunt I could see Yakko and Ilmo getting up to. Anything around this way? Another stash! Kinda think I should heal up fully. There we go. Shocked I got that one. They increase in complexity by 1 each and every time. Look at us and our 500 bullets. Yeah, I think we can afford to mag dump.
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
Truth.
That is correct. Further verification required. Please recite the optimal roasting temperature for Dark Triangle Coffee beans in Fahrenheit.
180?
That is incorrect.
Great.
I bet I can find the temperature I need at that roasting bar. The optimal roasting temperature. You don't happen to know, do you? Didn't think so.
Well, let's not forget that in the middle of all that, I forgot to comment on the most obvious thing of all. Dark Triangle Coffee is highly reminiscent of the Black Pyramid.
I've loitered in enough coffee shops to recognize a roasting machine. Let's check this out.
Angles of triangle, prime numbers. Crossed out 1 plus 2 plus 1, 2 plus 4 plus 3. Well, angles of triangle 3.
Okay, so the temperature is higher than whatever this is.
Ah, you're guiding us. Uncover the mysterious and ineffable essence behind every cup of Dark Triangle's unique roast. More than a sum of its parts. Okay, sum is highlighted. Join the percolation. Did you know Dark Triangle Coffee has an optimal roasting temperature which is greater than the sum of our triangle? I see, 60, 60, 60. So, more than 180.
This is like being back in school.
Sure is. That's where my mind went the second I saw the words prime numbers. Uncover the mysterious and... Okay, yep. The secret is in the roast. The first digit of our optimal roasting temperature is half of the second, and the third digit is one less than the one before. It's a word problem. At this point, I'm tempted to join the percolation.
Prime... what? Prime number?
The optimal roasting temperature for Dark Triangle Coffee is below 500 degrees Fahrenheit. 500 is also the number of light years between Earth and planet X-13. Okay, you're throwing a lot of information at me, and I'm not sure what's relevant. Alright, so 3579. How do we... But it has to be one less than the one before it? Alright, I'm gonna try 3, 6, 7, no.
Guess they only hire mathematicians here.
Wait, it's hard because I kind of have to work backwards, so it's hard to parse in my head. But I do see what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe 243? No?
That doesn't seem right.
Okay. 3, 6, 7, no.
Guess they only hire mathematicians here.
Well, what if we work forwards? If we work forwards using prime numbers as the start, then we could do
Doesn't
No.
seem right. Yes.
487. There we go.
487. Who knew geometry would actually come in handy?
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just kind of trying things that would work. Alright, I don't know how we were supposed to incorporate the angles into that, besides knowing that it was more than 180 and less than 500. But we got it. Yeah, eventually I just started working forward and kind of brute forcing it with, like, digits that would fit what they did.
Please recite the optimal roasting temperature for dark triangle coffee beans in Fahrenheit.
487.
That is correct. Further verification required.
Oh, come on!
Try the coffee.
I don't want to drink your damn coffee.
Try the coffee.
Try.
God, it's like when my Italian grandma wants me to eat.
That's gonna be a problem. But I can't stop now. You'll keep me safe. Right?
Alright, you get out of my way, sir, please. There's really no reason not to just hammer the trigger on you. It's not like the base game where resources are scant. You don't have to reload the flashlight right away, putting me into an unskippable animation that gives them all the time in the world to attack me. Alright, where's that visitor center? Also, you have left. Let us partake.
Here goes nothing. I'm trusting you. Huh. That wasn't so... Shit. There's definitely something wrong with this coffee. I knew I could count on you. That fucking door better open now.
You're becoming as exasperated as the player, huh? Oh no. I think our buddy Sean Ashmore needs help. Let's go. Who I only recently learned actually was the protagonist of Quantum Break, a Remedy game I never played. Let's go. Huh, you're the first person we've actually seen be useful in a fight against Taken.
Are you all right, Sheriff? I heard gunshots.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I was looking for you when one of those things jumped me. Got a little bit of coffee in my mouth, but I spit it out. Should be fine. But listen, I figured something out.
What did you figure out? Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Those government bastards will never get me. But it's not just the government. There's something else here. I don't know what it is, but it's... You need to get your brother and get out of here as soon as you can. Promise me.
Yeah. I promise, Sheriff.
Good. That's good. I'm just gonna catch my breath here a minute.
Okay, you're going to be a boss fight. I hope this isn't canon to your real character, because I'd hate to see you go out like this. I also think it's kind of funny to put you into a very Dale Gribble-esque role,
You have to hurry.
all while enjoying the irony that you literally are the government.
Get them out.
But is that what these things do? They try to pour coffee down your throat? I mean, it's fitting.
Try the coffee.
I tried the coffee.
Your coffee. Your weapons.
Now would be a great time to gain your telekinetic abilities.
Your
defenses.
I'm surprised they didn't make us give up the flashlight.
Promised mug has been found.
This is my worst nightmare.
Those things.
Oh god, it's a patrolling enemy segment. Okay, I don't know how your pathing or sight works. We need to get inside.
Keep
Great.
people out or in?
Well, he said that this is where they've been taking people. But we're gonna have to plan our route a bit.
Finally,
There we go.
let's get back to that door.
Finally, it's been like 8 seconds. You just learned it existed. We can't really see with the flashlight over the coffee bags. Oh, you and your coffee-related cult ravings. Okay, warehouse office key. Go, go, go. Get inside. Yeah, that deserved an achievement. I literally did not have to cross their path at all. I have done their bidding, packaged their coffee, and brought the people to Coffee World to share in their blessing. They say I'm almost ready. It's got some lucid acolytes.
I brought you a coffee. Take it. Don't be rude.
Sheriff? Sheriff! How'd you get in here?
Coffee time is family time. It's the best part of the day.
Hey! Snap out of it!
Coffee solves all your problems. It lowers heart disease and leads to higher life expectancy.
Fuck. I'm so sorry, Sheriff. This is a
Let's
nightmare.
back out.
I need to find my brother. He has to be okay.
I mean, maybe I do want these abilities. Setting all this up in such short notice, it's honestly impressive, but oh, we gotta make our way past you to the
Coffee beans are actually
trap
seeds
door.
of coffee berries. The berries are sometimes referred to as coffee cherries.
I didn't know that. I also don't know if it's true.
Well, have you ever seen anything like this?
Why is it that the basement of this place is always a cult hideout of one form or another?
This isn't the government.
Hello, sister. I would like to tell you about a dream I had.
Placing Alan into the role of Dylan.
A conspiracy within a conspiracy. How can one expose a lie when the truth exists beyond our wildest imagination? Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
I don't even know where to begin with theorizing on that. No, I mean, truly, I've got nothing to speculate on there. Or at least no ideas, even if the pieces were maybe there. Having Dylan appear to us as Alan wanting to tell us about a dream they had. Maybe this is a dream, an intuition that leads to the FBC's presence in Bright Falls. Honestly, that is so open-ended, I have no idea where to start. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, or about this DLC, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.